scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
These two have been going at it, and now finally, they're about to go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He threw the hook, didn't land. Left counter scores. That one will count. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he just misses with that jab. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counter punching. Nice exchange here from both men. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a...
There's the bell for round 2. Perfect counter shot. Missed him with that uppercut. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. This with that jab. That left counter was perfectly timed. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Good counter right hand again. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drums, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Good left counter that lands. He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Let's get it started in round 3. Did well to get out of the way of that right uppercut. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Good left hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just...
So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. That right uppercut misses. Neither man really defending themselves. He misses with that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep...
Back at it in round 4. He fails to score with that left hook. He misses with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Exchanges from both men in this round. Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. Wait a minute, a left hand lands. Score that left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
Time for the 5th round. So So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That left lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You can see he does not like being grabbed onto. Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fights.
And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beat. Usyk! Is he out on his feet here? How is this fight still continuing? Very close round, and he's being smothered here. The referee has seen enough. He's called a halt to the action and will deduct a point.
About time, ref.
This fight could... There's the bell for round 6. And he misses with the left uppercut. That jab won't score. There's a right hand. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this.
Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Is this big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Usyk might go down here. What an up. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good punch. What a punch. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Usyk might go down here. What? Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. There's the bell to start round 7. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. Quick punch scores. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Left scores. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Neither man really defending themselves. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Ukrainian in big trouble. Well, he is glad to have hurt. And we enter the 8th round. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. That's a scoring left hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice exchange here from both men. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Not a lot of defense here at all. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided... There's the bell to start round 9. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with that jab. That's another scoring shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they go in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. punch. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. We've made it to round 10. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Both men step back for just a moment. Blocks that jab. Oh, that punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. When you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that. And there's the bell for round 11. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They defending. These two fighters are made for one another. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And he just missed with that left jab. Blocks the jab. That punch lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? And there's the bell to start round 12. And endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He carries away that left hook. That left hook missed. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Can't land the jab there. That right jab just misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A very competitive round. Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum. Judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's leveled. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.